Raza, a young university student, was in desperate need of affordable accommodation near his campus. After weeks of searching, he found an old, dilapidated mansion on the outskirts of the city, offered at an unbelievably low rent. The landlord, an elderly man, warned Raza about a particular room in the house, insisting it remain locked at all times. Raza dismissed the warning, believing it to be superstition, and moved in. The mansion was eerily quiet, its wooden floors creaking with every step. Despite the unsettling atmosphere, Raza settled in and focused on his studies. However, strange occurrences soon began. Whispers echoed through the halls, shadows darted just out of sight, and Raza constantly felt watched. The locked room, situated at the end of a long corridor, emitted a coldness that seeped into the rest of the house. One night, unable to resist his curiosity, Raza took the key he had secretly obtained from the landlord and unlocked the forbidden door. Inside, he found a room frozen in time, with antique furniture covered in dust and cobwebs. At the center was a portrait of a young woman with piercing red eyes that seemed to follow him. Suddenly, the door slammed shut, and the temperature plummeted. Whispers grew louder, forming incoherent chants. Paralyzed with fear, Raza watched as the portrait's eyes glowed brighter, and the woman's mouth curled into a sinister smile. The room spun, and he lost consciousness. When he woke, he was back in his bed, drenched in sweat, with no memory of how he had gotten there. Determined to understand what had happened, Raza researched the mansion's history. He uncovered the story of Elara, a woman accused of witchcraft who had lived there a century ago. Her family had locked her in that very room, where she was left to die. Her vengeful spirit had haunted the house ever since. From that night, the hauntings intensified. Objects moved on their own, walls bled, and Raza's reflection in mirrors would smirk back at him. Desperate to escape, he found the mansion's layout was a maze, with no way out. Trapped, Raza attempted to communicate with Elara in a dream. She appeared, her eyes filled with tears, whispering, "Free me." Interpreting this as a need for closure, Raza searched for her remains. Beneath the floorboards of the cursed room, he discovered her skeletal remains clutching a locket. He gave her a proper burial in the mansion's overgrown garden, reciting prayers for her peace. The atmosphere in the house changed, the oppressive weight lifted, and the shadows receded. Raza escaped the mansion, vowing never to return. Years later, the mansion was demolished, and a new building was erected. Yet tenants still reported strange occurrences, whispers in the night, cold spots, and visions of a woman with red eyes. Though Elara's spirit had been appeased, it lingered, a reminder of the horrors that once transpired in the dark room.